Hello, everyone. Welcome to this introduction to Forever. Forever, if you have never heard of it before, is basically what I'm calling an unparalleled SOS resource for your treasured memories. This is an introduction to Forever, but it will be full, very full of information. So please feel free to take notes and we'll have a Q&A at the end. All right, so first, just a little welcome and an introduction to me. I'm Jennifer Wise, and I've been helping people with their photo stories and memories since way back in 2005. And in 2021, I created Photo and Story Treasures as my best recommendations for memory keeping resources. And that's when I was introduced to Forever as well. Basically, I just teach classes. I teach workshops. I help people with whatever they need with their photos and memories. And my classes and workshops are on a variety of related topics like digital scrapbooking, photo organization, the benefits of memory keeping, like what it actually does for your heart and soul, which is really amazing and kind of surprising. I've done a yearbook boot camp. I have a Publish Your Legacy story workshop coming up in the fall, all sorts of things. And I lead a team of memory keeping consultants at Forever too. I'm married. My husband and I have 3 children. I also work part-time as an American Sign Language instructor and an interpreter for the deaf. And a fun fact about me is that I'm pretty addicted to travel. So that's a little bit about me. So what about you? Where are your memories? If you're like most people, they're in lots of different places. Family stories and digital memories could be in, old black and white photos from 100 years ago. They could be in film or slides. They might be on VHS tapes. They might be on your computer or a hard drive. You might not even know where some of them are, particularly if some of them have been passed down to you. And so if you kind of look at all the images over there on the right, it's not surprising that preserving and sharing memories can be kind of overwhelming these days. And so I think I just want to let you know that it's not just you. All right, it's overwhelming for a lot of people for those reasons. So this class is going to be about overcoming the overwhelm. And my favorite SOS, my favorite way to be saved from the overwhelm is Forever. It was established in 2013, actually technically 2012. And really, it's the best way I know of to save, organize, and share your photos, memories, and stories. Now, when I say that, I feel like I want to define for you what I mean by best. When I say it's the best way I know of, when I say best, I mean it's trusted, top quality, private, permanent, and guaranteed, which is actually rarer than you might think. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So you can see on this little sort of wheel, we have some things to help you save your photos, some things to help you organize, and some things to help you share. And so in this class, we'll talk about each part of that SOS, the save, organize, and share, and all the resources available to you in a Forever account. I have been repeatedly impressed by everything that I get out of a free Forever account. It's amazing. And then I'm also going to add a few things that I've learned in my many years of memory keeping, some other important things for you to know, and give you a few additional resources for your memories. All right, so first we'll talk about save. We'll talk about save for a while, then organize just a little bit, and then share. So part 1 in save. One of the things that's available to you when you have a free Forever account is something called the Forever Box. You can digitize your old media. I was thrilled to learn about this because I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it by myself, and I had this little converter thing, and it sat on my to-do desk for about, I want to say 5 years, but I'm sure it was longer than that. And then when Forever came along, I got this done in like 2 months. It was amazing. Gathered everything together, put it in the Forever Box, sent it off, got white glove service. Everything was digitized and sent back, and it was amazing. So there are 2 options for digitizing old media. It just depends on what kind of media it is. The Forever Box allows you to digitize VHS tapes, beta, Hi8 videotapes, Those are the little ones. Film, slide, negatives, audio tapes, printed photos can be scanned, etc. And that's sort of your run-of-the-mill digitizing items. If you have sort of special items, they will go in a Forever specialty box, which includes digitizing documents or scanning them, and photos that are larger than 8 by 10, including 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. I know a lot of people who did the handwork of that many moons ago and now want to have it digitized so that it can be just safeguarded or shared, because once it's digitized, you can share that much more easily than remaking all of those scrap pages, right? A specialty box also includes digital transfer, like if you have an external hard drive or even a floppy disk, that can be digitized in the Forever specialty box. Another resource that you have at Forever for saving your photos is called Forever Storage. And this is not your run-of-the-mill, photo storage that you might see elsewhere. That's kind of offered everywhere these days, but the Forever version of it is different. So in Forever Storage, you get permanent, private, digital photo and video and audio and document storage. And there are a few things that make Forever Storage different from a lot of the things that you might otherwise see. First of all, photos are stored in full resolution. They're not compressed. The file size isn't compressed. And what that means is you can download them back for free at any time. Actually, not all companies do that, which shocked me. And a couple of things I want to mention about just those statements that I've made about Forever Storage. So first of all, cloud photo storage out there varies a lot, and there is some fine print that can be surprising. We will look at that in a second, but almost nothing out there is permanent and private, which is amazing to me. It is shocking. And so when I use the words permanent and private, I want to just define what that means. So permanent means it can't be discontinued or deleted by the cloud service. And private means that it can't be sold or used publicly by the cloud service. And it also means the cloud service won't mine or sell your data or your photos. So let's look at a little bit of the fine print. This surprised me, like was jaw-dropping to me. I had no idea that this was how a lot of companies run. So most cloud storage companies are temporary. They're actually not guaranteed. There's some fine print examples down here. Amazon photo terms of use say we may change, suspend, or discontinue the services or any part of them at any time without notice. So if you have all of your pictures in there, maybe they'll be there for a while, maybe they won't. Facebook's is a little interesting. When you share, post, or upload content, you grant us a non-exclusive, transferable, sub-licensable, royalty-free, and worldwide license to host, use, distribute, modify, run copy, publicly perform or display, translate, and create derivative works of your content. Again, good to know. Shutterfly says we may terminate your access to our sites and apps and to your account at any time, with or without cause, and with or without prior notice. So again, I just think this is good to know. This is not something, it's called fine print for a reason, right? So I think this is good to know. A couple of other fine prints here about, well, I'll just read them. There's iCloud says your account is non-transferable. Any rights to your Apple ID or content within your account terminate upon your death. Which, if you think about it, pictures are probably the main thing that you want to pass on to another generation. So interesting. And then Google terms of service. Google, if you use Google Photos, and you share, I know a lot of families do that and share back and forth with Google Photos. This license, this is from Google Terms of Service. This license allows Google to host, reproduce, distribute, communicate, and use your content. Publish, publicly perform, or publicly display your content if you've made it visible to others, which everyone does because, we share across Google. So other good things to know. So let's see how Forever is different in this manner of saving your photos. So, sorry, letting somebody else in here. So Forever guarantees the safety of your files for your lifetime plus 100 years. There's no data mining or advertising. You actually have an option to pass down your account. You can appoint an administrator to your account so that your pictures move on to other family members upon your passing. I love this about Forever. They will update your file formats if they become outdated. So right now we take JPEG photos as JPEG files. How long will JPEGs last before they change to something else? I don't know, maybe 100 years, maybe 5, I don't know. So the fact that Forever, when I put my photos in there, are going to update my file formats for me is awesome. You also have an option for album collaboration and sharing. You have the ability to upload and access files from anywhere, including an app, which I'll mention in a minute, or detail in a minute. And your photos are stored in full resolution, like I mentioned, so they're downloadable at any time. And your photos are triple backed up. I love that. There's a whole security team keeping my photos safe. And I just think that's amazing. They use bank encrypted security. So I love that. And I also wanted to mention that you can store not only photo files, but audio files, video files, and even PDF documents, which is really cool. All right, so regarding photo security, I feel like Forever is like fireproofing your photos. I know some people who buy like what are they called? Fire boxes or whatever that keep their most, precious things safe in their house from a fire. And this is the same thing, only it's digital. So it's not locked in a box. You can actually see it now too. You know what I mean? So really Forever is the safest place for your photos online. Like I mentioned, it's bank encrypted and has this entire team of professionals working to keep my photos safe. So it's really the only permanent digital home that's out there for your memories, which I was so excited about when I learned about that. All right, so another part of saving is this mobile app that I mentioned. Now, you might not think that an app is super cool. It's just an app. Oh, wait, I'm in love with the Forever mobile app, and I'll tell you why. So first of all, it's free, and that means that you can upload pictures from your phone straight to your Forever account. It's like easy, right? So that's cool. But then you also have an option to auto upload to Forever, whatever you post on Facebook, if you want to. And you can actually, and I think I hadn't thought about this until I'd had my Forever storage for kind of a long time. You can actually access on your phone years and years of photos that are stored in your Forever account. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I just think it's amazing. So I have the Forever app, and I have stored a lot of photos in my Forever account. And so instead of just having the pictures that I have just taken on my phone and I have the space to save and I didn't have to delete because I was running out of space, I can show you from my Forever account, from my Forever app, all the photos that I have saved, like gigabytes and gigabytes worth. I can show you my parents' wedding pictures. I can show you pictures of my littles when they were born or on their first day of kindergarten or whatever. Pictures I don't have saved on my phone, but I have saved in my Forever storage. So it's really cool, just that you really do have access to years and years worth of photos or whatever you've put in your Forever account. Anyway, with the Forever mobile app, there's also an option to auto sync so that your photos from your phone are automatically uploaded to your Forever account. And thankfully, it's not a true sync. And I'll tell you why that's good. And I often get questions, let me just pause here. I often get questions about, well, what if I just take pictures of recipes and what's on sale at Hobby Lobby and I don't want all that uploaded? You can still do that sync and then go in and delete them from your Forever account. That's what some people do. All right, so here's why it's great that Forever doesn't truly sync. So some cloud services, I learned this from a photo organizing expert, professional photo organizer. She told me that some cloud services literally sync your phone to their services. And what that means is that what you do to one, you do to the other. So in other words, when you delete a photo from your phone, you're actually deleting it from your cloud storage. She told me there are usually ways around this, but many people aren't even aware of it and don't even know. But syncing with the Forever app is actually not set up like that. So new photos are uploaded and saved to your Forever account, and then they just stay there. And then you can delete them from your phone as you wish, which I like because, hello, I don't have an unending amount of storage on my phone. I just have to delete some stuff. So I really like that I can sync to the Forever app, and then all my photos are there, and then I can just do whatever I want to on my phone. Okay, so that was part one, save. So now we're going to talk just quickly about organize. So in your Forever storage, you can organize your photo files, your video files, your audio files, and PDFs in albums and nested albums. So if you have worked on your computer before and you've made a folder, and then inside that folder you've created a subfolder, it's exactly the same idea. And you can edit photos in your Forever account, which is great. You can crop, add a filter, adjust brightness and highlights, add text, and all sorts of cool things. I actually made a video tutorial specifically about editing photos in your Forever storage, and you can find that on my YouTube channel. It's just called How to Edit Photos in Forever, not surprisingly. And another thing that you can do in your Forever storage for organizing is add tags to your photos. So if you add a tag to a photo because it has your mom in it, and you do that with all your photos, tag all the ones where your mom's in, you can do a search then for mom, and all those pictures will come up, or Jill, or beach pictures, or whatever you want. So that's a kind of a cool feature and ability to organize. All right, so the last part of SOS that we're going to talk about today is share. So saving and organizing, the two aspects that we've talked about so far, are great. They're so important, but share is my favorite part, because storing photos isn't exactly preserving them. I learned this for a class I was teaching last year, and I just found it fascinating. If you look it up in the dictionary, there's a difference between storing something and preserving something. To store is to accumulate or put it away for future use. To preserve something is to keep it alive or in existence, to make it lasting, to protect it or keep it safe. So we've talked about storing, and that is, like I said, it's so important. It's necessary, but so is preserving and sharing. So if you just save your photos, you aren't actually saving your stories, because our stories are our memories. And that's what like the photo aspect, or the picture part of your photo and your story part of your photo actually go hand in hand. The picture doesn't mean anything unless it has the story with it. So here are a couple of things to think about stories or memories. So the truth is, memories fade. We all know that. Memories of the biggest, most exciting, most wonderful events of our lives are simply not the same today as they were the day they happened. And it's why we need memory keeping. It's why we need to preserve our photos and memories and not just store them. Sue Monk Kidd said, stories have to be told or they die. And when they die, we can't remember who we are or why we're here. So two important things to think about when we're thinking about saving or storing our photos. Think about preserving them too, sharing them. Photos with memories preserved on pages is actually the most meaningful way to see them. It's really cool to see them in your Forever mobile app, I'll tell you. But when they're on pages with your memories, that's the most meaningful way to see them. And so here are a couple of things to think about. Social media is cool. It is. But we've started putting everything out there for the world to see. That's where our pictures go. But we've stopped putting everything in here for our hearts to see. So my hope is that people will change that they will approach that a little bit differently. You may also have the problem on the right that I have, which is I'm not allowed to brag about my teenager on social media. But if you think about it, who cares? Brag on them in books, brag on them in quiet, personal ways in a book, in something they can hold. That's where the meaning really is. Not only that, but preserving your photos, memories, and stories has been shown to be good for you. This I alluded to earlier, There are actually some studies, I would say, studies that have been done, scientifically proven ways that memory keeping benefits us. It helps us make connections both with ourselves and with other people. It's actually been shown to increase self-esteem. It's also been shown to increase happiness and a sense of belonging. It's been shown to reduce stress significantly, and it can aid in coping and healing. There are therapists who use photos and memory keeping in their practices because it's actually therapeutic. So if you need any of those things, raise your hand along with all the rest of us, and keep memory keeping in mind. It's a bigger deal than we give it credit for. And then I just want to quickly mention one of my favorite stats, I guess, that I have learned in my 14 years of memory keeping as a business, which is this. Photos actually have been shown in studies to make you 10 times happier than chocolate. True. So Dr. Peter Nash did a study, and he reported that looking at photos increases your mood by 11%. He compared that to other things that we commonly do to make ourselves happier or increase our mood, right? Like eating, drinking, watching TV or movies, listening to music. Those things do increase your mood, but only by 1%. So literally, he looked at chocolate specifically. So literally, photos make you 10 times happier than chocolate. He also looked at relaxation, which is amazing. It increases, looking at your photos increases your relaxation by 22%. So really, memory keeping is where it's at. If you need a breather, a boost, you need to feel a little better, be a little happier, be less stressed, memory keeping is where it's at. So I want to introduce Forever's 3 print platforms. And I want to say first, because this is a great way to share your photos and memories. I love that there are 3 different options, because it means there's something for everyone. If you love quick and simple, there's something for you. If you love full-on digital scrapbooking, there's something for you too. It doesn't matter what you like the most, there's something that will fit you. And I just love that. Some people love creative time. Other people are short on time. So there really is something for everyone, and it's all heirloom quality, unlike most companies. And so it doesn't even matter which option you pick, just pick what works for you. For me, I actually use all 3. It just depends on what I want for a certain project. So here's a brief overview of each of Forever's 3 print platforms. The first one is called AutoPrint. It is definitely the fastest way to preserve and share your photos. AutoPrint offers a clean, simple, no-fuss look. You can see a couple of examples over there at the left. AutoPrint automatically puts your pictures in a book or other product, whatever you want to make, for you, and then you just go in and adjust as you like. Add text, choose your background colors, and you're done. So AutoPrint is a free web-based platform that's available right in your Forever account. The second option is a little fancier, a little more of a creative scrapbooky look. It's called Design and Print. It is a beautiful, professionally created way to preserve and share your photos in a snap. Design and Print offers a variety of professionally designed templates. And so you could choose any one of the free templates and then just place your text and photos in the designated spots. Something I really like about Design and Print is that you can actually choose each page of the template individually to fit your needs. So let's say you're on page 4 and you're looking at your pictures and you say, well, let's see, we did this event on this day, and there are 6 pictures. So I really want a layout with 6 pictures on it. Then you just go in and choose all, you look at all the template page options, you find one that has 6 picture like placeholders. So I really like that, because you can really, it's flexible and you can really make it fit your needs. Design and Print, just like AutoPrint, is a free web-based platform available right in your Forever account. Super easy to use. I like both of these because they take sort of the learning curve here is like 2 minutes. It takes almost no time to learn how to use the program, and I love that. The third print platform is called Artisan. Now this one's different. It's Forever's digital scrapbooking software, and you might like Artisan if you are looking for unlimited creativity and design flexibility. You can create pages from scratch using Artisan software, or there are these editable templates. Your projects are saved as PDFs on your computer, and once they're uploaded to your Forever account for printing, they're also saved as PDFs in your Forever account as well, which is so cool, because then when you are using the app to show somebody something, you actually have access to your entire book. I've done that before. The other day, I showed somebody a book that I made for my niece, which I gave to my niece and no longer have, but I have the PDF of it in my app. And so I was like, oh, look, here's what I put on the first page, and here's what I put on the second page. Isn't she cute? It was great. Anyway, yeah, the projects are saved as PDFs on your computer. Some free digital art collections are included with Artisan, and you can use other collections purchased at Forever or elsewhere, and then downloaded to your computer and uploaded to Artisan. Artisan software is also downloaded to your computer. So it's a program that runs on your computer, right? And it's available for purchase in your Forever account as well. All right, so there are the 3 print platforms, 3 different ways of publishing your photos and memories and then being able to share them. But you can also share digitally. I've talked about that a little already. So the Forever mobile app allows you to share photos and entire projects online straight from your phone or your tablet, which I love that. You can show somebody your whole Hawaii vacation book right from your phone. They can kind of click through the digital pages. Also, you can make friends and family connections through the Forever website. Anyone that you designate friends and family can see your photo albums that you have set to friends and family privacy. And you can share photos that way by downloading from others. So it's a really nice, like, I do that with my sister-in-law all the time. We go on the same vacations, but we take different pictures. And so it's really nice to be able to share like that. All right, now you've learned it all. You're ready to save, organize, and share. So I want to point out just a few things as we end. First of all, sometimes people learn about this and they're like, this is so convenient. It's one website that meets all my needs. And you know what? It is absolutely that. It is absolutely that. But it's actually more than that. So keep these things in mind about Forever as well. Think about photo privacy and permanence versus temporary options with what I deem completely unacceptable fine print. Think about heirloom quality print products versus common bargain options. Think about 3 print platforms to meet your needs. So obviously, when you're looking at something like this, you want to know what the prices are. And I can't give you a straightforward answer because sales change all the time. So I'm going to give you sort of a hint on it, but I can't define it all right now. So sales or prices vary because sales change all the time. And so you'll most likely never pay the full price on anything. Sales change every 2 weeks or so, which means everything is on sale almost all the time. And if it's not, just wait a couple of weeks for the next sale. Sales in general are about 20 to 50% off. So if you go onto the Forever website and you look at the price of whatever book it is that you like to create, or a calendar or cards or a water bottle or whatever, and you look at the price, just keep in mind you will pay 20 to 50% off of that usually if you wait to hit a sale. There are actually 3 different ways to save too. And I just do want to mention that because when you go in and look at the full price, you should definitely know this too, right? So there are 3 ways to save on anything at Forever. One is the yellow deals tab at the website. That will give you the sale codes that for current specials that I just mentioned, the 20 to 50% off. Way number 2 is to be a member of Forever Club. I love Forever Club because it's free to join and it's just like a savings account. You put in so many dollars and then those dollars don't ever expire, right? So you can save up for a bigger item, or if you want to, load up your Forever box with a whole bunch of VHS tapes and whatever, you can actually just be on Forever Club for 3, 4, 5, 6 months or whatever it is. And instead of paying for it all at once, you're sort of saving up for it over time. And when you are a Forever Club member, you save 5% on the things that you buy. Also, the other way to save on Forever products and services is the $20 coupon that you get for opening a new Forever account. Plus, when you have a Forever account, you actually get your own referral link to share. And so If you think, wow, this is so cool, my fill in the blank sister would love this, you can actually share your referral link with other people. And then when they open their accounts using your referral link, they get that lovely $20 coupon, and so do you. So if you let's say you share it with 3 sisters, you will have $60 in coupons, and they're stackable. So that means you can use them together at the same time. And they are good for 60 days, those coupons. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at prices. These 3 ways to save are fantastic. All right, well, thank you for attending. I want to mention just a couple of things before I open it up for questions. I hope that you are half as excited as I am about what Forever offers. Whether you're looking for permanent and private photo storage, easy options for heirloom quality photo storybooks, fully creative and flexible digital scrapbooking, or media digitizing services, it's really all in your Forever account. It's the best. I have been so happy with it. I heard literally last week this statement about Forever by a coach named Brian McNeil. He said, "Forever is more comprehensive than anyone. You do more stuff and you do it better than anyone." So I want to invite you to just give Forever a try. It's a free account. You get, with your free account, 2 gigabytes of free photo storage. So depending on the file size, it might be a few hundred photos. So fill that up. Get your photos saved in there. And then also, of course, you get that $20 coupon I mentioned. You can use that toward photo books, additional photo storage, artisan software, digitizing VHS tapes or slides, or whatever you like. So please, I encourage you to give it a try, because it is amazing, and I think you're going to love it. So please make a note here, and I'll put this link in the comments of this video as well. But make a note of my Forever Ambassador link where you can open your Forever account. It's www.forever.com/ambassador/Jennifer-Wise. And I just also want to mention, I always have something coming up. So if you think, hey, I want to do some other things, you can. You can find all the upcoming events at my blog, which is lifetalesbooks.blogspot.com. And then you just click, I've got a bunch of tabs along the top. You just click our community and events. And there are dates, times, Zoom links, Zoom join links, the passcodes to get in, all that stuff is posted right there. So you can, if you want to just take a snapshot here of what's coming up next, you can save the date. Once a quarter, I do something called Photo Rodeo, rein in your photos. And you can just work on whatever your photos need. If you need to organize or upload or put them on pages or whatever, it's just kind of open time to just get together, put it on your calendar and do it. All of these are online, by the way, too. So I call it finishing your UFOs, your unfinished objects. Photo rodeos are free. I'm also doing a yearbook boot camp this fall, a publish your legacy story this fall. And every November, I have the umpteenth annual, because I don't remember when I started it, the umpteenth annual Enjoy December card party. So we get our Christmas holiday cards done and ordered so that we can sit back and enjoy December. And if you think of something else, a different class you'd like to attend or one that you'd like to host, just make a request. I can teach anything. So if you think, I'd really like to know how to use your Forever storage, how do you make those nested albums or whatever, I can teach that. So just email me your request. If you have an idea for a class you'd like to attend or host, this is my email address. You can just shoot me a little email. I will send you, you can see this little image over here. This, if you invite other people, if you're hosting it, you can send them your referral, or I will send them your referral link. And anybody who attends that class and opens a Forever account will get a $20 coupon for themselves, and you'll get one too. And so those referral rewards can really go a long way when you host a class or a workshop or whatever other event. So when you email me, ask me, hey, send me that information. And I'm happy to do that. So I want to open it up for questions now. And this is, I'm going to leave this slide up for a little bit while we have questions, just so you can keep in touch and stay updated. I'm everywhere. I'm not everywhere. I'm where I want to be. I'm on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. My email address is there again too. And my blog, actually, I always say my blog is very old. It has a lot of information on there. There's a tab along the top called How to Get Started. There's time management tips. Like there's just a bazillion things on the blog. So if you want to check that out, go for it. Okay, any questions?
Hey, Jen.
Hey.